Now that you created your button box and wired it, let's edit the code. Credit to AM Studio for the code. Before coding, make sure to insert your keypad and joystick libraries into your libraries folder. Okay, now let's edit the code. First, you should edit the rotaries. Insert the number of rotaries you have. In my case, I have 3 rotaries. Following the rotaries, insert the number of buttons you have. In my case, I have 16. Make sure to not forget about the rotary encoders, because each rotary encoder should include a button. Following the rotary encoders, insert the amount of rows and columns you have here. Okay, now let's create our button matrix. Here you can insert the number of rows. In my case, I have 3 rows and 6 columns here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if you would have 4 columns and 10 rows, you would create 4 columns here and 10 rows. Then you would start by numbering your buttons, starting with 0 all the way to your last button. Don't forget to remove the last comma. Okay. Now let's code for our rotaries. First, insert the number of pins. For example, here, my pins for rotary 1 are pins 0 and 1. Then pins 2 and 3 for rotary 2, and 4 and 5 for rotary 3. These pins should be in order as you go down for each rotary you have. Finally, let's insert the pins for each row and column. So for my rows, I've used pins 8, 7, and 6. And for my columns, I've used A0, A1, A2, A3, A9, and A10. This concludes the editing of your code. Again, thank you to AM Studio